What's going on, guys? Welcome back into the channel. Today we are going to be capping off this series on the channel where we discuss the most important ratings at each position in Madden. I apologize if you guys can hear my PlayStation in the background. I'm going to be moving away from that in a second, but we're going to be capping off with kickers and punters today, and surprisingly there are a couple of ratings that I want you guys to actually pay attention to with kickers and punters that aren't just the most straightforward attributes for kickers and punters. This is going to be a short and sweet video because there's not a lot to cover, so let's go ahead and just straight up jump into kickers and punters. Let me sort by NFL. Let's take a look. So Justin Tucker is the epitome of kickers in Madden. Obviously he's got crazy kick power, very good kick accuracy, but with 99 kick power and 98 kick accuracy, you might wonder, why isn't he like a 99, 98 overall? And the basically what it boils down to is the way Madden does. They give most kickers pretty low awareness ratings, which when simulating games, their awareness rating affects how accurate they are, how often they actually make kicks in certain circumstances, and it affects the codes and formulas that are going on behind the scenes that determine whether a player is accurate on their kick and actually makes a kick or not. So Justin Tucker in simulation, while he has 99 kick power and 98 kick accuracy, you would think would hit basically any field goal, will occasionally miss field goals because of his awareness. So those are the straightforward ratings, are the kick power, kick accuracy, and awareness. As a base, in terms of kick power, you're going to want a base of 90. Anything below that, you're going to be, very often kind of out of field goal range when you would consistently need to be in field goal range. That could create problems for your offense. So, be above 90. Realistically, you want to be 95 and above if you want to be able to hit long field goals and have a chance at that. In terms of kick accuracy, I've seen anything above an 80 be able to effectively make kicks. But the one thing that I will mention is that the kick accuracy rating seems to have an impact on how much how wide you can miss a field goal. So what I want to elaborate on that by saying is, whenever you're hitting the kick meter, for example, and you miss the bar at the bottom at the end of the kick meter, and let's say you miss it by just a little bit. If you had 70 kick accuracy, your kick might go really far wide. But with a Justin Tucker with 98 kick accuracy, you can miss that bar and you can still put it through the uprights. That is kind of what that affects, and in addition to that, it affects how wide that bar actually is, that zone actually is where you're trying to accurately kick the field goal. That zone that you're trying to hit on the meter, that zone gets bigger if you have higher kick accuracy. And it varies depending on the range of the field goal that you're actually trying to hit, but kick power, kick accuracy, that's where those things lie. In terms of awareness, I wouldn't expect your kicker to have good awareness, but whenever you upgrade your kicker, you're probably going to get a lot of awareness points, which don't seem to actually physically change much in terms of the formulas of a kicker actually making a field goal in game whenever you're user controlling them. In terms of simulation, whenever you're simulating and they have low awareness, that's going to potentially be a problem for them. But outside of that, I want to emphasize the fact that a kicker's speed and acceleration are very important in Madden. And if you've ever had a kicker that for some reason consistently has kicks blocked, or a punter for that matter that has punts blocked, there is a reason for why they are potentially having their punts and kicks blocked, and it is very high probability that it is their fault, and it is really not on your blockers for not picking up the player that they're supposed to block, and it's probably also not on the player that actually blocked the field goal or the punt, because those things are pretty much scripted. So what it boils down to is your speed and acceleration factor into the formula of whether you're going to have your kick or punt blocked or not. So players with lower speed and lower acceleration in terms of kickers and punters will more often have their kicks and punts blocked. Now this is extremely important for both user gameplay and simulation football, because in both instances this speed and acceleration rating kind of seem to combine to increase a player's blocked kicks and blocked punts. So you guys will see with some of the best kickers in the league, they have mid 70s to high 70s speed ratings, and they have 80 plus acceleration. However, when you start to get down into some of the lesser kickers, you're looking at guys that have 50 speed, 58 speed, 64 acceleration, 73 acceleration, 63 speed. Those are the kickers that you want to avoid. So while it might be nice to pick up a kicker that has a really good leg, make sure that you're picking up a kicker that also has decent speed and acceleration to boot. And so based on what I'm showing you guys here, kind of the average of where you want to be consistently above is the low to mid 70s in terms of speed, and you want to be in the high 70s to 80s in terms of your acceleration on your kicker. Now, a lot of people, I think, overlook this and probably have never even paid attention to those ratings on your kicker and punter, outside of thinking, oh, well, you know, if they have higher speed, higher acceleration, they might be able to make a tackle, you know, a touchdown saving tackle on a kick or punt return. But in addition to that, it is actually pretty important and pretty crucial that your kicker has a decent speed and acceleration rating, because that combination seem to factor into the formula that is going to determine whether your kick or punt is blocked. I know that very often people are wondering, you know, why am I consistently getting kicks and punts blocked? You know, is it a blocking issue? Is it a kicker issue? Well, what it boils down to, what a lot of the research points to, a lot of the data points to, and a lot of my personal experience points to, is that it is going to be your speed and your acceleration ratings that are preventing you from consistently, or I guess that are allowing opposing players to consistently get into your special teams backfield and block your kicks and your punts. So keep that in mind the next time you guys are selecting a kicker or a punter, or trying to acquire one, or decide who's going to be kicking or punting for your team. Make sure you guys are actually paying attention to their physical attributes, because they might be mattering more than you originally expected. So with that being said, this is going to be a quick video. That's pretty much all there is to pay attention to with kickers and punters. You're going to be looking at their kick power, their kick accuracy, their awareness. That stuff's all obvious, but also take a look at their speed and acceleration ratings compared to the other kicking options and punting options that are available, because it might just make a slight difference that could help you win a game or cause you to lose a game. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this series. This will be the last one in this series, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Have a good night.